Hello lovelies, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial using the Jaclyn Hill palette. And if you haven't seen this before, this is what it looks like inside. She's very pretty. This one and the 350 are probably everyone's favorite, but they're my most favorite also. The only thing I didn't like about this is that it doesn't come with the names listed on the colors. So I took the little sheet that came with it when I ordered it and I taped it inside so I can see what's what. I don't know, I just really like the names of colors on, you know, seeing those. That's like a dream job. Like, I just want to name the colors of like eyeshadows and lipsticks and stuff. So to get started, I already have my base on. It's just the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 128, which I believe is Warm Nude. The Age Rewind Concealer in Light. My brows are the IT Cosmetics Brow Power, and I have a little bit of MAC's Studio Fix powder on my face, just under here, right there underneath my contour. My contour is Morphe in Debutante, and my blush, couldn't figure out what the name of it is. It's in my my Ofra Pro palette, and it's just this really pretty corally color right here. And I'm really excited that I get to use my new lighting today, but I feel like it's a little bright, so I have to tweak it and see where I want it. So sorry if this is a little bright, I still gotta figure it out. But that's the blush color that I just showed you guys. It kind of reminds me of the Coralista from Benefit, just a little more golden and a little less pink. So what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush, and this is just the Farrah 35F, and it's just a fluffy guy like that. And I'm gonna be going in with the color Silk Cream, which is just this beige color on top. I'm gonna see if I can use my screen as a mirror, because I normally just use an actual mirror, but I want to see if I can, you know, show you guys the whole time instead of looking into a mirror. And we're still gonna go in with the other side. Just little windshield wiper motions. My channel, I like to think, is a little different than other channels because a lot of people just fast forward through this part real quick, which I tried with my last video, and I felt like it wasn't personal enough. It wasn't what I want to do. And I want you to think of my channel as like circa 2009 YouTube, where it's literally tutorials and teaching and learning, and I want to be able to teach you guys, you know, step-by-step stuff like this. So that's why I'm not just going to fast forward. I'm going to give you whatever tips and whatever tricks I can along the way. And once I do my little windshield wiper guy, I'm just going to do some little buffing motions like this, just to get a nice little dimension of color. And the next color I want to go into is called Buns. We like buns. And I'm going to take that still on that same fluffy brush and go right into the crease with that. Just like that. A little bit down onto the lid. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is take, now I've told you guys this trick before in my other videos, but if you're new here, then hello, thank you for coming. And we're gonna take a piece of regular toilet tissue. So fancy. This is what I do instead of using tape or some type of object with an edge, you know, obviously not something like this, but like a card or something like that. Because for one, tape has acids of some sort, I believe, in it that can damage your skin. Correct me if I'm wrong. And, ooh, I kicked my camera. And it's just not good for your skin to lay on it. And also it tugs on this really delicate skin that's under your eye, and you don't want to tug on that. And using like a blunt object can actually tamper with your foundation a bit. If you take a square of toilet tissue like this and just fold it really sharply into a triangle shape, this is what I use to get the same line, the same effect that you see other people get with tape. And it's what I use just for this. So I'm going to take, and I need to clean my brushes because they're a little stained. I'm going to take the Luxie 209 large shader brush. It just looks like this. And I'm going to go into I believe it's, no, it's, I always want to call it Dr. Pepper because I think that's what she was thinking when she named it Soda Pop, because that's what it reminds me of. This purpley smoky color on the bottom. And I'm just going to tap into that pretty decently. And I'm going to take my triangle of tissue and I'm going to show you guys. Just lay it exactly where you would want your line. For me, I want the bottom lash, I want it to extend from my bottom lash. And then I'm going to lay it down just like that. And I'm going to pat it first. And then I'm going to go like that with it. Just leaving it right there where I want it. And you see how that created that line for me without having to use tape or screw up my foundation? Yeah. I'm sharing that with you guys. I'm going to make sure it's even with the other side. And I'm not blending it just yet. I'm not worrying about that. I'm going to go back and do that. Just patting it on. Just like that. And that one may be a little bunchy at the top, but it's not a big deal. We're going to fix it. Just make sure it's nice and smoky right there on the edge. If I can not drop it on my face. And I'm going to take my little mirror right here and see if I want my lines where they're at. I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to go in with, let me see if I can find my tapered blending brush. I'm trying a new area to film in, so it's not my normal area, so I'm having to sit my things like beside me in a different area. It's a little weird. I'm trying to get used to it. So I'm just going to take a little tapered blending brush that looks like this and just soften that edge out. And for this part I need to use something to see in. I have my phone right here that I'm using, just so I can see what I'm doing up close, because the camera's not the best for seeing up close. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that dark shade and I'm going to bring it in just a little. Just flick your brush literally like this to bring that color in a little, while at the same time softening the edges. Like that. That's what we like. And now I'm going to take, where's the same, okay. This is the same color I used earlier, the buns one. We're going to take that and I'm going to bring it right here at the end of that soda color and just deepen that crease up just a wee bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a bigger blending brush, which this is just the BH. The other one was a BH, I didn't tell you, but it was just a BH tapered blending brush. They don't have names on them, but this is the number 5 BH also. Now I just want to make sure my edges are nice and soft. And what I'm going to do next is, since I've already got my concealer and all that done, I'm going to go back in with a small a small crease brush. I'm saying all the wrong things. A shader brush. I'm going to go in with a smaller shader brush because one I just used to lay down that color is a little too big for how much of a smoke I want under the eye. If you want a heavy smoke under the eye, then use a larger brush and it's good for that. This is just a vintage company, cosmetic company, step 2 for the shadow. This is just a smaller shader brush. I'm going to go back in with that same soda color, tap, tap, tap off the excess of that because I don't want it landing under my eye. And I'm just going to go in underneath of the eye like that and really try to smoke closely to the lash line, just like that. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, because I want to keep the inner corner relatively light, and I'm gonna put Obsessed is the color, which is this light. It's like it has taupey kind of undertones to it. It's a very pretty color. I want to find a flat brush to use for that, so we can really put it on the lid. If I can find, I have so many brushes in this one little thing. Like, this is one of them, and it's just packed to the max, and my other one is packed, so I gotta get another one. This is the Luxie 245 small shader brush. And that's what she looks like. She's just a flat shader, and we're gonna go into that color Obsessed. I'm hoping this doesn't have a lot of fallout because I don't have my little guy laying down my tissue. And we're just gonna bring that across the lid. And I'm gonna start meshing those two colors together right there on the edge. And for this I need to see my, where'd I set it? Who knows what I do with things? Oh, it's beside me. I'm gonna use my phone for this camera. I mean my camera. And I can't talk today. And I'm just bringing that color in because this is gonna be a fairly simple eye look. And now I'm gonna go in with that Dr. Pepper. It's not Dr. Pepper, I keep calling it Dr. Pepper. The soda shade, because it looks like Dr. Pepper. And I'm gonna tap it just to reinforce that color back on the edge. Careful, tap your brush off after this if you don't lay the tissue down so you don't get any fallout on your face. Even if you do, just swipe it away with a big fluffy brush. Don't try to use your fingers, you'll smudge it into your skin and then that won't work. I'm just repacking that color onto that. And I'm going to go back in with my Ferrous shader brush. And just making sure that that's blended out at the edges. Little swipey motions like this. Okay. I'm going to make sure my edges on the side and the bottom are also. And because this color has like a little purpley bit of tint to it, like the undertones to that soda shade are purple, and like the Buns shade has a bit of like a pink undertone, so I think I'm going to want to do like a pinky purple type lip. And so I have, I believe, the perfect shade I want to use for that in just a moment. But for the eyes, these are going to be really simple. They're pretty much done at this point. I do want to take a little tiny bit of this SBN color, no idea what that stands for, just a teensy bit on my fingers, and pat it just in the center where the soda color and the Obsessed color meet. Just like that. And you see how simple that is? That's really what all we're gonna do to the eyes today. If you want to see some more like super glammy kind of looks, then go watch my other videos, because I have a few on there that are pretty glammy. I gotta pick up my stuff that I dropped on the floor. Next thing we're gonna do, sorry about my squeaky chair, that's the next thing I'm gonna get, is a chair that's not squeaky. So the next thing I'm gonna do is curl my lashes. I have to look into something for this because I don't want to poke myself in the eye. I'm so excited. I got my lighting and my backdrop stuff in. So I'm going to go get some more backdrops, and I'm going to figure out this lighting situation. I'm going to take this Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I went to the store today actually, this morning, and looked to see if there was like a newer mascara I wanted to try. There's just nothing that's like, I don't want to say innovative, but I mean kinda, you know? Like how innovative can mascara be, but nothing was appealing enough for me to be like, oh yeah, let's try that. Because it's all pretty much the same thing, like the same kind of wands, the same kind of formulas, except this other mascara I tried recently, the Milk Ubame mascara, has the weirdest wand on it, and it's like I have a love-hate relationship with it because it looks like these 3 bulbs connected onto the wand, and it's like, ugh, it's hard to use, but when you do like get a good use out of it, it really builds up the volume on your lashes, but I can't get past that wand. Okay, and now that we've got our top and bottoms done, I'm gonna go in and do what I showed you guys before. Scoop underneath the lashes and then fluff them down. And that helps just to curl your bottom lashes, because there's no bottom lash curler. And sometimes if you have longer lashes like I do, they can stick out just like that outside of your face, and it's not the best look. So doing what I just did will really help to lay them down like this if you have that sort of trouble like I do. Like, I think you can see them now, how they curl down. I should have showed you before, but I didn't. So it's really simple. And I'm going to put another coat on top really quickly. And like I showed you guys before with the Q-tip trick, I show you in every video pretty much, I believe. I think I've showed you in every video. I always have a Q-tip nearby, clean Q-tip. And if you get any mascara on your lid, what do I tell you to do? You just do the Q-tip like this. Very lightly, very carefully. Oh my god, I don't think I got mascara on my lid today. I'll probably see it when I go look really closely in the mirror, and I'm not seeing it right now. But you just do that very lightly to scoop it up. And since I'm wearing a purpley look, I also want to use this Catherine Natural Cosmetics eyeliner solution. It's just an eyeliner. I don't know why it has all these fancy names to it. It's just an eyeliner, and it says it's Royal Plum. Kind of looks like a brownish plum. And I'm gonna just put that in my inner waterline. It's not the most pigmented, is it? I don't know if I've used this before, but I wanted to use it because it was purple. It's a little bit in there. I don't know if it's gonna line my tight line or not. This might be better suited for skin, like on your eyelid, to use as an eyeliner as opposed to your eyelid. I mean your inner eyelid like that. It's a little bit on there. I would rather use a purple one. Another purple one. I had not really tried that one before and wanted to give it a little bit of a try, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm gonna use a Q-tip, clean Q-tip, because I had lip balm on my lips. I'm fixing to use a liquid lipstick, so I want to make sure I get all the lip balm off. This is a good way, if you put lip balm on your lips and go back in with a little Q-tip or something like this, or tissue, you can get, like, it kind of is like a mini exfoliation for your lips. I'm just gonna do this number, make sure I don't have any fallout on my face. And I'm gonna go in with a Jante Bleu, if that's how you say it, Jante Bleu. This is the lip liner in Brown Sugar, which I really like this color. It's like a red-brown. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna line my lips with that. My lips are a little dry today, which drives me crazy. Do y'all hate having dry lips? Because I certainly do. It really gets to me. Because I moisturize my lips every day, every night, constantly. It's just one of those things. I cannot stand to have dry lips. Ooh, she's a brown sugar. So, while that looks a little intense, we're going to tone it down with a lip liner, a lipstick on top. This is just the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Perla. It's a really pretty purple, like mauve kind of color. I love Stila liquid lipsticks. They're so creamy and moisturizing. But this liquid lipstick without a lip liner behind it is a bit too, like, washed out. And I'm not the super best at applying liquid lipstick, so I'm trying to be careful. You definitely don't want to talk while you do it like I am, but I'm trying to talk to you guys. And I'm going to go back in just a minute. I'm going to let that sit on my lips for just a second before I go in and try to mesh those two colors together. Just like that. Try to rub it. And I'm going to go in with another clean Q-tip. Yes, I have several sitting beside me. And I'm just going to make sure my line is crisp, and if it's not, then you can do what I'm doing, and if that doesn't work or if it smudges it, just go in with some concealer and a flat concealer brush like this one. This one is a little thick. For me, this is the one I use to, if I cut my crease, it has fuzz in it. If I cut my crease, I use this one because I don't mind it, and I have another one I use to get really tightly under my eye if I'm not using my beauty blender. But for your lips, you can just take a small one, like you can even take a small shader brush like this and use that just to get some concealer and clean up around your lips. It's not really a big deal. So I'm just going to make sure. I have a couple places of, what is that? Mascara? I told you it would be on me. I have just a couple bumps on me right now, so my skin's not at its peak. I wish it was, but it's not. And I'm gonna take, which one do I want to take? Do I want to take the Fix Plus or the Cover FX Illuminating Spray? Yeah, I gotta figure out this lighting because you can't see anything I'm showing to you just about because of the lighting. But it's brand new. I haven't used it before, so I'm trying. I think I want to leave this look the way that it is. It's pretty matte except for my inner corner of my eyelids. So I think I'm gonna use just the MAC setting spray and set with that. And while my face is still a little damp, I'm going to use this highlighter I have in my Ofra palette. And honestly, I don't think it's an Ofra one, but I feel like I had only put Ofra shadows in here, but I don't think it's Ofra. But for some silly reason, none of them say anything on the bottom of the thing. So I'll try to see if I can figure out what it is. But I want to take that highlighter because it's a beautiful highlighter. And I want to take my favorite highlighting brush, which is the Luxie 522 tapered highlighting brush. Oh, it's like it's got to be Ofra because look at that freaking quality, you know what I mean? It's amazing. I want to take it to my places that I like to take it to, which is underneath my eye. Don't bring it past like underneath where your color is because, I mean, if you have perfect skin, then do whatever you want because you can do whatever you want. But since I have pores like that are pretty large, it's like a problem area of mine. If you bring this highlighter all the way over to where that is, it's going to accentuate the crap out of it. So just don't do it if you have pores like I do, unless you want to do whatever you want. I'm a big fan of doing whatever the heck I want to do. So if that's something you want and you don't give a crap, then you do it. But I don't like to accentuate my pores because it's already just like a little problem I have. So I'd rather not bring it down there. And you know, any highlighter is going to bring out textured skin. I also have textured skin, so I still wear it anyways. Not concerned about what anybody else thinks. I just don't want to, you know, you don't want to make yourself self-conscious about it though. So now that we have our highlighter on, if I can sit my things back down, let me take a look. Oh my god, I gotta figure out what that highlighter is so I can recommend it. I'm gonna tip my nose just like that. And you know what, while I'm at it, I'm gonna take some of that highlighter on a pencil brush, just like this one, the BH one. I'm gonna take some on a pencil brush and just do my inner corner with that. And like I showed you before, I like to take it up a little bit when I do that. It really draws attention to the face. Take a teensy, teensy, teensy tiny bit under the eye. Just to lift the eyes. Lift the appearance. And that's it. This is the finished look. I hope you guys like this, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, tell me, did you like this look? Tell me, do you like the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette? Tell me what your favorite palette is that you're using right now. Go back and watch some of my other videos if you want to see some glam looks. I have a spicy glam one I just posted that's like a really red chili peppery kind of look with a red lip, and I have a really bold cat eye wing in another video. And just, you can follow me on Instagram also. It's Amy Yvan Beauty, which is AMYYVANBEAUTY. And subscribe, comment, like, give me a hello. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!